Aloha and mahalo for joining me. I'm Janin and welcome to the Call to Create podcast. I'm so excited that you're here today, and I wanted to ask you if you've ever considered meeting with me for a coaching session. I just want to let you know, ladies, that I do business coaching to help you get your creative business started. And we'll work together to outline all the steps to get your business up and running quickly, especially with the tech part. Remember, I love tech, so I can definitely help you with that, especially if that freaks you out just thinking about tech. I know I've heard some people say it freaks them out, but I can help you with that. It's so easy for me because I love it. And I'm here to serve you and help you. So if you're standing in your own way and if you feel like you're just not sure what to do, then email me at aloha@janinjohnston.com to get my coaching menu and book a coaching session with me. Okay, let's get to our topic today. And I thank you for taking this time to be here, because this week I wanted you to come on this journey with me. I wanted you to fulfill a dream that you've maybe put aside, or a dream that you thought wasn't worth it or you didn't have time for it. And so this week I'm actually walking you step by step on what it takes to fulfill your dreams. And today's step is all about the effort and the steps in this part of the so it's the planning process. In other words, it's like effort and action. But before I actually get started on that, I want you to make sure that you go back and you listen to episodes number 118, 137, 138, and 139, because that's where I have you really get clear in the beginning, like what it is, what that dream is. Maybe you have to dig it up because you've buried it. And every day there's such an important step for you to take. And yesterday's step was all about your why, really getting in touch with that why you want to fulfill that dream. Because I hope you find that you are worth it and that you deserve to have your dreams fulfilled, whatever it may be. And don't ever think that your dream is too small. There's no such thing. And everybody's dreams are different. Okay, so let's get started on today's step. And this step is all about the effort that you would need to make personally. Okay, because sometimes, we're struggling, or someone or you can struggle with how you feel about it, and, really get moving on it. Okay, so these are things that you need to think about personally, your efforts. Okay, so it's also about the steps that you need to take. So what are the things that you need to do? What are the steps that are required to get you moving forward? This is like the research and the planning, like research. So I like to use the example of like when I wanted to go to Italy like more than 25 years ago. So I didn't take the steps, I didn't do the research, I didn't take all the necessary actions that I needed to get to Italy. Okay, for over 20 something years, so maybe even 25 years, all I did was think about it, talk to people about it. And when they went on vacation and they visited Italy, I would have them tell me all about it and show me their pictures, right? So that wasn't enough to get me there. Okay, I needed to actually find out how much the airfare was. I needed to find out like where I could stay and how much that would cost per day. And back then it was way harder because we didn't have the internet. It wasn't around back then. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have all of these tools that we have now to be able to get easy access to finding out all the information, right, to get to Italy. So if you have a desire to travel somewhere, that's kind of what I'm just using as my example. But because like I said, I waited too long. I probably could have gotten there sooner, versus waiting 25 years later and just talking about it. Okay, talking about it doesn't get you on the airplane. In most cases, I don't know, maybe there are some exceptions out there. But do your planning, okay, like pick a date, like when you would like to maybe have this dream accomplished. And it's okay if you reach that date and you still haven't accomplished it yet. You just push the date further back because maybe there's something else involved that you still needed to do, or things needed to happen before you got to your dreams. Okay, so when you're planning, think about the first step when you had to get clear on what that dream was. What do you want this dream to look like? Can you see it? Can you feel it? Can you taste it? You remember I was telling you in the beginning, use all your senses. If you want to travel somewhere, just imagine like what the food would taste like. Just imagine it being amazing and you love every bite of it. So use all of that in your planning process, because that just makes it more exciting, right? It'll get you to the place where you're so looking forward to the planning part, because sometimes planning can be a little boring when you have to do the research, like search online for, if I use the example of traveling somewhere, right? Sometimes you have to find out what airline has the best prices and all that kind of stuff, and sometimes that takes time and it's not always the most fun part of it. But if you can just keep in mind like all the exciting things, like the smells or the taste or how you would feel, okay, that will help carry you through maybe some of the parts of the planning that aren't so exciting. Okay, because most dreams don't just appear. Like I said, talking about going to Italy didn't get me on the airplane. Okay, so dreams usually take work, which some people don't like the word work, but if you incorporate all the exciting parts of it, the work part won't seem like work. It'll seem like fun. And that's what you want, is that you want to make it fun to go through the process and the planning and all of that. Okay, because they don't just appear. Your dreams take work and it takes effort on your part. And you also have to put in your energy, right? Positive or exciting energy, especially if it's something for you that you really want. Okay, you're going to put all that exciting energy into it, and that will help you gain momentum as you keep working on it. It'll help you gain the momentum that you need to get there, to working towards that dream. And I always like to share these things because I gave the other day when I talked about not being focused, or, like I'm a bright, shiny object person. I get distracted so easy. So I have put in place all of these things to help keep me focused on my dream. And you have to remember that if you keep your dreams front and center and you think about it every day and you work towards it every day, it makes life a little bit more exciting. Or maybe for you, it might make life even like super exciting, make it really amazing. But I talk about how we need something to get excited about when we wake up every day, because some of us go through the daily grind, every day, same old thing, get up, go to work, and so on. And if you have kids, right, it's a lot of work and energy. So make sure when you're working on your dreams, you put in that effort and take those steps that you need, because it'll get you excited. The more you start seeing things happening and you see it visually, and you have that whole, like I talk about, the whole kinesthetic learning and the whole kinesthetic thing about it, right? You're involving all your senses and you're talking about it, thinking about it, you see visual images of it, all that kind of stuff. That's when it gets you excited. And so it's not hard to do, it just takes effort on your part. And I really, really want you to put in that effort and take those steps, because the world needs people to come alive and to be excited to live. And we have so much value that we can't even imagine how much value we have, and the gifts that we have, we can bless other people's lives. So like I talk about, when you fulfill your dreams, it's not only to bless your life, but it always tends to bless other people's lives too. Even though the dream is yours, it always tends to benefit other people as well. And take this time today, because you are worth it. Okay, we don't want to go to and be at the end of our life and have regrets. It's one of the things that you hear people who are passing away, and they talk about all the regrets. And I've experienced that from other family members. They've expressed regrets of, oh, they wish they did this, or they wish they would have taken time to do this or this with their family, and on and on. So all the things that I share with you are all from real experiences, and things that work, and things that don't work. And I really want to be able to help you, because the more we share and the more we help each other, it just makes this world and our lives a better place, and makes our lives better too, as well as yours. And if you would like to work with me, send me a direct message in Messenger, and do this for yourself today. And share if you have a dream that you want to fulfill. I would love to cheer you on and help you work towards that dream. Just take care of yourself and do good things, because the world needs people to do good things at this time. And please share this podcast with anyone who you know would get great value out of listening to it, especially if you know that they're thinking about starting their own business. Or even if they're not, there's still great value that I share in each episode that can bring value to women, even if they aren't interested in starting their own business. And please rate and review this podcast. I would appreciate it. And thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. Aloha.